QNT's massive breakout continues to be on fire after bouncing on key areas of support in a move that has now given us a break above resistance above the $69.1, flipping it back into support. We are also holding above the 20-day MA here on the 1-hour chart, and there's a very high chance that in the next coming hours we are going to continue pushing even higher. And this whole movement to the upside has also been contributed by a message that was sent on TG for the first time in 2 years by the CEO of QNT, 𝗕𝗢𝗣𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗏, confirming to us that they now have a legal pass when it comes to staking and other forms of rewards, and that was mega bullish for QNT, giving us this bounce of more than a 30.05% bounce to the upside. And starting the video here on the 1-hour chart, I now have two possible scenarios that can play out. And the first one is that as long as we continue holding above support on the $69.1 and above the 20-day MA, there's a very high chance that you're going to continue seeing even more aggressive moves to the upside in a move that can easily give us a break above the $80 in the next coming hours. We also need to have in mind that since we have seen this aggressive bounce to the upside with no significant pullbacks, there's a chance that at some point we are going to see a bit of a cool off, and if that is the case, then I will be expecting to see QNT give us a bit of a pullback to the lower side, where we can come down to the key area of support above the $69.1 to give us a retest. And if the retest is a success, then we can continue seeing even higher prices and see that movement to the upside getting us back above the $80. And if by any chance we get a pullback to support and maybe we lose support above the $69.1, flipping it back into resistance, there's a chance that you're going to see a bit of a deeper retrace. And that retracement can be given using the Fibonacci's, connecting the fibs from the lows that we made on the 6th of September to the highs that we have at the moment, giving us a minimum pullback target area into the golden pocket that lies between the $65 and the $62.8, which is the area that I have highlighted here on the charts. So if by any chance we get an aggressive pullback, losing support over here, this is the area that we need to continue holding. And as long as we continue holding above or maybe within that area, there's a chance that you're going to see another bounce to the upside, breaking through other key areas of resistances and get that massive bounce back above the $80. I also need to jump on the daily chart to now give you my long-term price prediction analysis, where you can see that after getting our bear market lows below the $40, we saw a very nice bounce to the upside in a 5-wave move over here, in a move that peaked above the $229, completing the formation of a larger Elliot count 1. And after we picked in that Elliot count 1, I was expecting a bit of a breakdown move in a larger Elliot count 2, minimum target areas highlighted on the charts, using this red target area, an area that we have now fully maximized, and there's a very high chance that we now have a low in place for the second wave. And in the next coming weeks, QNT can easily continue bouncing in what I will be terming as the start of an impulsive Elliot count 3. And the minimum target areas for the third wave can be given by connecting the trend-based Fibonacci from the low of the first wave to the high of that Elliot count 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, giving me a minimum target area for that Elliot count 3 above the $357.3, and that is a perfect 5x from the current prices that we have at the moment. We also need to have in mind that in this pullback over here in this Elliot count 2, we saw a bit of a breakdown move below significant key areas on the Fibonacci's. And if I connect the Fibonacci's here on the charts, you can see that at some point we had lost the fib level 0.88. And at the time of this recording, we are seeing a very aggressive bounce to the upside, giving us a bounce back above the fib level 0.88. And that is so positive for QNT. And as long as we continue holding above this key area on the Fibonacci's, there's a very high chance that we are going to see maybe a 5-wave structure over here, confirming that we now have a low in place for the second wave, and that impulsive Elliott wave count 3 is just getting started. But if by any chance we see a breakdown move losing this key area once again, there's a very high chance that QNT can easily give us a total breakdown move in the next coming days or maybe weeks to give us a reset of the bear market lows, and maybe at some point on the worst case scenario give us new bear market lows. So that is all I'm expecting here on the QNT chart on the short term and also on the long term. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I will be keeping you up to date.